So come to your mat and take 2 blankets, 2 folded blankets, and if you have 2 mats, then you can have the top mat folded over the 2 blankets so that you can rest your back on this little lift, so the bottom and the head are on the base level, but the shoulders are on the lifted blankets. And bending the knees, you're going to roll up, bring the feet over the head and bring the hands to the lower back. We'll practice plow pose. So there's lots of space in those 2 knobbly vertebrae and under the back of the neck. So you can swallow, there's room to swallow. And with our arms on the sticky mat, you can draw your shoulder blades in towards each other and the elbows towards each other. You can bring the hands to the lower back, or you can stretch them out. There's lots of positions that you can try in this pose to make it more comfortable. So if the feet don't touch the floor, they don't need to. You can have the knees bent and the knees into the forehead with the feet up. If you want to work with the legs straight, then you might have to have something to support your feet so that your legs are nice and straight, but the toes are supported. You might want to take your hands and interlink the fingers and bring the palms together away from the body. Or you may like to take the hands to the feet and hold on to the feet. That can be nice if you have quite tight shoulders. Finding the most comfortable position for you in this pose where you can still breathe deeply. Your shoulders and elbows are supported on the mat and the back of the head is supported on the floor. Just closing your eyes and letting it be a meditation. When you're ready to come out, bring the knees to the forehead. And we can go up into shoulder stand now if you want to. Maybe you've had enough and you want to gently roll down. And coming up into shoulder stand, it's like you're unpeeling your legs up into the sky. The hands are supporting the lower back. Pubic bones slightly turning up towards the sky. The legs are relaxed and the feet are relaxed, so you can drain blood and lymph. Don't hold too much tension in the legs. Again, you can bend the knees if it's bad for your lower back. Bring the knees down into the forehead at any point. Make sure you can breathe. And very gently, you're going to lower the feet over the head. And you can try to push the fingers into the floor and come down slowly. You may have to just slide your hands down your legs if that didn't work. And then you can rest, your bottom lands on the floor, and you've still got this lovely, beautiful arch in the upper back. Thanks to your little blanket lift. You can bring your feet flat on the floor. You might want to drape the inner knees towards each other. Take the arms wide, just feel openness in the chest. And then roll onto your side and very gently push yourself up. You can undo your little lift, take the blankets away. And we'll practice the fish pose now. So just maneuver your hands under your back, the palms of the hands under the buttocks, the legs flexed but relaxed, and then pushing your elbows and forearms down into the floor. Lift your chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other and your collarbones open, and just have the top of the head hovering off the floor. You don't want to be putting weight on your head because then you'll be causing tension in the neck. In fact, you don't really have to take the head back in this pose. If there's any neck issues, you'd have the chin towards the chest because you're just trying to open the front of the chest. Come down very gently, pressing one foot into the floor, rolling the hips from side to side. You can release the arms. And you can give your back of your neck a gentle stretch out by just lifting the head to have a look at the feet. First to center, and to the left and to the right. No, not forcefully at all, just a small counter stretch. Resting in Shavasana. And hugging the knees into the chest. Rolling from side to side. And you can have the hands on the knees, the palms on the knees, and make small circles with the knees. And you can take the feet slightly wider than the hips and let the inner knees fall to one another. And you can rest in Shavasana. So any of those little exercises can be used at any time to release tension in the lower back. Wiggling the fingers and toes, having a lovely deep breath, rolling the arms and legs and the head gently from side to side, stretching the body, and then bending at the knees, rolling to one side, very gently pressing yourself up. And then we'll practice a twisting pose. Seated twist. So again, I like to sit my bottom on a little lift so that my hips can be comfortable. I get my lovely lumbar curve. I'm going to bend my right leg, squeeze it into the chest, and cross it over the left. I'm going to be twisting towards that right leg. So I draw my right hip back and my left foot presses forward. I inhale, lengthening the spine, and exhale towards the right. So the right knee is moving towards the left armpit. Both shoulders moving back and down. The chin moving towards the shoulder. Really trying to get the twist in the thoracic, the center of the chest. Gently coming back. Easing the hips back into their original position. And then changing sides, so bending at the left leg, crossing the left leg over. And because I'm twisting to the left sitting bone comes back slightly as the right foot presses forward slightly. I inhale and lift up, and exhale, spiral the rib cage to the left. The left knee moving to the right armpit. The left shoulder moving back and down. And both shoulders I'm trying to keep open and drawing back. So I'm not closing my chest. I'm breathing as deeply as I can, pressing into the lungs. And I'm coming back to the center, centering my hips, and bringing my legs out in front of me. And I'll finish by sitting cross-legged. I have a little extra lift here so that I can sit comfortably and take my hands behind me. Take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, stretch the spine up, and exhale as I come forward and over, making a curved shape with the spine, bottom and head in contact with something. Now, it's not always possible to sit cross-legged and come down like this. It doesn't matter how far you go, you can just drop the head and rest. You can even rest your head on a chair. It's really nice here to rest on something, so maybe a block, a bolster, a chair, so you can feel some contact with the head and the bottom. But if you don't have anything to hand, don't worry, don't force yourself down. Gently lifting the head, bringing the back up straight, releasing the hands onto the knees, taking some deep breaths. Just feeling the calming nature of that pose.